Now is it doing anything? Yeah, now it's doing something. Well, rain last night. Let me check this. Rain, thunderstorm last night. Needed the rain. Worried me about thunderstorm with antenna sticking up in there. But I've been lucky. I've had one antenna blown up by a hit of lightning. Done some other damage, but it wasn't too bad. Cloudy this morning. Got a little breeze out of the north, maybe a little east of north. Ought to be good flying. And overcast. Supposed to be thunderstorms, showers off and on today. And maybe I can get some flights in before it gets too bad. This is always a nervous moment for me. Even back when I was flying planes. Daggone it. It's going to be one of them days. Even back when I was flying planes, just before liftoff was always a nervous moment for me. Alright, so far so good. And it's lifted off. I didn't look to see how many satellites I had. I hope I've got some. Yeah, I got plenty. Well, I've done a little work on the camera gimbal and everything. We're going to see whether that does anything this morning or not. I'm going to take this hat off. It's heavy, and I'll be back. An old dummy didn't have the that blame camera on when it took off, as usual. But I'm gonna fly around a little bit just to see what's going on. I'm not gonna get up in real high in the sky today. I'm just gonna kind of tool around closer to the ground. I haven't really been flying. I'm gonna say good morning to some people this morning. If I get a good look, I don't want to get a good look at me. I want to look at my hat. My hat right there. My Northwest Crew hat. Don't pay no attention to nothing else. I think I got close enough for that one. I haven't really been flying a darn drone. I've just been kind of going up in the air and twisting around and acting kind of stupid and stuff. And I ain't been really flying. I need to get some closer to the ground time so I can see what I'm doing and learn to control my fingers a little bit better so I'm not quite as twitchy. And I'm trying to figure out how to get that thing to go over there, and it ain't going. Anyhow, I'll be flying around here. I probably don't get over 50 feet in the air if I get that high this morning. I'm gonna rotate some and try to be a little more steady, and that didn't look too steady right there, but I ain't sure what happened then. But I've been working on the gimbal. I sprayed that thing with contact cleaner. About 30-year-old Radio Shack contact cleaner and lubricant. So it shouldn't hurt nothing. I hope it didn't. And it seems to have helped somewhat. Yeah, I swear I can't get that thing over yonder. I'm trying to edit and talk on it before I can get some edit in, but I'm fixing to run out of my screen here. I hope that thing will keep up, because I won't be able to tell when the dead blame video runs out if I don't. This is a new editor I'm trying right here, and it's got a built-in audio feature in it. So y'all just have to bear with me. I hope I don't mess up here in a minute, but I'm trying to stay, like I said, okay, that's actually what it's doing now. That's going to be all right. I'm trying to stay close to the ground and just be steady. Old Grumpy needs to be steady. And it's windy. I come back in the house. They said the wind was calm. I left. They said it was calm, but it was. When I got out there, it was right there in that corner is north. That's pointing right there in that corner is north, and I'm not quite pointing north. I'm pointing a little northeast right now, a little east over north. But they said the wind wasn't steady, maybe 2 or 3 miles an hour. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it was blowing down there where I was at, and it was blowing up there in them trees. It blew the rag off the table, and it ain't no 2 or 3 mile an hour wind gonna blow a shop rag off the table. And I heard the wind blowing in my microphone on another video, and it was loud, and so I know it was blowing. I'm gonna say 8 to 10 mile an hour at least when I got there, and now when I leave, it's worse than that. So that thing, some of that rocking is not me this morning, and I done a whole lot of good to the gimbal. It's a whole lot steadier than it was, and I think I got another couple of tricks. Bill M showed me a couple of tricks that he done. One of his videos shows some tricks he done to kind of that gimbal fits in there, but it's not real tight. So he showed a way to tighten it down, and I think I'll try a couple of those tricks and see if it won't help. I like this drone. I give Sarah's high marks the other week, or the other day, earlier this week, and I really like it. But I like mine better. I just like mine better. And the gimbal on that thing is staying level this morning. Me jerking around a little bit, and it ain't. You can't hardly tell it. It's just staying where it's supposed to stay, pretty level. And when I'm going forward, I'm going real slow. But when I'm going forward, the gimbal is adapting to the forward movement, and it's adapting to the rearward movement. Side to side, it's a little bit slow sometimes, and it works better on one way than it does the other. But all in all, I still think this is a good camera. I mean, a good gimbal. The camera not the best quality in the world, but the gimbal's all right. I wish they'd have put a little bit better camera on here. I'm with JD and Captain Drone when they said the camera could have been improved. But I'm flying low, going over behind the neighbors' houses. And the wind is blowing. I don't know if I'll ever stop. Y'all can see, maybe see the tree moving a little bit, but it ain't no 2 or 3 mile an hour wind. It's a whole lot stiffer than that. Excuse me again. But I thought I was past that daggone pole, but I wasn't. It's hard to tell sometimes. And as I was coming back this way, I'd have swore I just run right into that pole. The way it looked, and that pole's not even there, but it sure did look like it, looking at the drone from where I'm sitting at right there. It looked like I was on the other side of that pole, but I wasn't. Thank goodness, because I'd run right into it if it was. I just went right by it. I've got the flight from my hat cab on some of it, but I didn't feel like trying to sync all that up. This is hard enough for me, trying to use these editors and not knowing what I'm doing. I got my first computer. I had to have a job that had to use computers at. I started using them in about 1980. I don't know when it was, 87, 88, but it wasn't nothing like we got now. And my first taste of a real computer was about 1994, 95, and it was DOS based, and I liked DOS. And then Windows 95 come out, and that wasn't too bad, and it's all been downhill since. No, it's not true. The rest of them work pretty good. Most of them have. Millennium I didn't like, and a couple of others in between there. But Windows 7 was pretty stable. 10's okay once you find everything. And all I'm doing is basically just looping circles. and trying to watch the drone from the ground and looping circles and not running into that tree and just looping circles because you got to learn to fly. And I haven't been flying. It may look like I was flying, but all I was doing was going up in the air and just sit there and spin around a little bit and move around. And it ain't nothing up there to hit, so you ain't got to worry about nothing. And if the motor stay running, it ain't gonna fall out of the sky. So you're not really flying, or I wasn't really flying up there. Now I'm having to fly a little bit, watch out for different things, stay below the trees, and you've got to watch out for stuff. And I parked it there just a minute, and I don't know what I'm doing. Look like I'm picking my nose, but I don't think I was. But that little rocking just a minute ago, that was the wind. And the little shakiness in the thing is not my fingers today. I think I can fix that. For somebody as damn camera shy as I am and hates to have a picture taken as bad as I do and all that, I sure do point that thing at me a lot. I've always been told that I've got the perfect face for radio. I used to have a really good voice for speaking voice, but since I've lost most of my teeth, I'm gonna try to land here. I forgot about that, and I do it too. But the wind is blowing, and I'm gonna try to land, and the wind keeps blowing me away. But I'll get it done. I guarantee you in just a second, because I done seen the end of this. And the wind moving me. I ain't doing all that. The wind, I almost had it that time. And I landed on a pad, believe it or not. Alright, that's it for this video, and here comes the ending. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Y'all have fun, play safe, and remember to always endeavor to persevere.